Hey guys, it's me, Ian, and I am going to go through the multiplying and dividing processes um, as like a refresher before the final. It's good to know all of them. I already did it with addition and subtraction, which I will link in the description of this video. And yeah, I'm probably going to go through this rather quickly, hopefully, so it's not like dragging on a little too long. And yeah, but I'm still going to try to like go slow enough to explain. So starting off with our first problem is 457 times 56. So for area model, we're going to draw our box. 457, and then 50, and then 6. And then 400 times 50, 4 times 5 is 20. Add the 3 zeros. 50 times 50, 5 times 5 is 25. Add the 2 zeros. 7 times 50 is 35. Add the 0. 400 times 6. 50 times 6. And 7 times 6. Then you add across. So you're going to have 22,850. And then 2,742. Add these up. Sorry. Add these up is 2. That's a 9, 15, 5, and 2. So your answer is 25,592. Then your partial products is going to be 457 times 56. 7 times 6 is 42. Remember, that's not 5 times 6, it's 50 times 6, which is 300. And then 400 times 6. And then 7 times 50. 50 times 50. And then 400 times 50. Add them up. Answer is 25,592. Notice how these numbers here match up with the numbers inside of our area model. That's pretty cool. Next we have standard algorithm. Seven times 6 is 42. 6 times 5 is 30. Ooh. 4. And then 6 times 4 is 24. 27. And over 0. 7 times 5 is 35. 5 times 5 is 25. 28. And then 22. Add these up. Answer is 25,592. Notice how these two numbers match up with these numbers that you got from adding up all of these numbers, which are actually the same as these numbers. So it's actually just all interconnected, and I find that very cool. And then Child's Way is just going to be standard algorithm, but a little differently. So 7 times 6 is 42. Put a tiny 4 up there. 6 times 5 is 30. Put a tiny 3 up there. 6 times 4 is 24. Add our 0. 7 times 5 is 35. Add a tiny 3 there. 5 times 5 is 25. Tiny 2 there. 4 times 5 is 20. Add them up. 9, 15, 5, 2. 25,592. There we go. First for the processes for 457 times 56. Next number is 209 times 36. So, area model, we have 209. We don't have anything in the 10 spot. There's a 0. So you don't need to include a 0 and just have a bunch of zeros. That just makes it messy and unnecessary. We have 30 and 6. 2 times 3 is 6. Add the 3, 0. For the 200 times 30. 9 times 30 is 27. Add the 0. 200 times 6 and 9 times 6. Add across. Add across. Answer is 7,524. Partial products. 54. Now, 6 times 0 is 0, but you don't have to put the 0. And I'm not going to. 9 times 6 is 54. 6 times 0 is 6. 2 times 6. Well, it's 6 times 200, which is 1,200. And then 9 times 30 is 270. Again, don't need to put the 0. 30 times 200 is 6,000. 4, 12, 5, 7. 7,524. Standard algorithm is 209 times 36. Answer 7,524. Notice again how these 4 numbers are the same as these 4 numbers. And these 2 numbers are the same as these 2 numbers. Very cool. And then Child's Way. 6 is 54. And then 0. And then 6 times 2 is 12. And our 0, 9 times 3 is 27. 0, 6. 4. And there we go. That is the multiplication processes for 209 times 36. Again, for reference, here is the whole sheet. And moving on to division processes. We're going to start with 3,690 divided by 15. Area model. I didn't like that. Hold on. Never break up this number. This number here, never break it up. Even if it's like 3,690 divided by like 400, never break this up. Anyway. So, for area model, it's kind of hard to explain. I don't really remember the exact words to explain it. in my notes, I just have 15 times 200 is 3,000. So that leaves us with 690. And then 15 times 40 is 600. And then 15 times 6 is 90. And then this will just be 246. And then partial quotients is the one that looks like this. 15 on the outside, 3, 6, 9, 0. We can do 3,000 because that's 15 times 200. And then we can do 600 because that's 15 times 40. And then we can do 90 because that's 15 times 6. And then that'll give us 246. Standard algorithm is just your standard long division. So 15 can't go into 3, but 15 can go into 36 twice. That's 36. 9 can go into 69 4 times. 15 times 4 is 60. 9's left. 96 times, it's even, left with 0. And then explicit trading is the one that looks like this, where it's like 15, and then 3, 6, 9, and then 0. 15 can't go into 3, so we're just going to move this one over already. 36, twice, 36, move up, 9, 4, 6, 60. 9's left, move up, 9. And then 246 is your answer. 246 is your answer. Second problem, 5,080 divided by 8. So area model. 8 over here. So we can start 8 times 1,000 is 8,000. That's too much. So 8 times 900 is 7,200. 8 times 800 is 6,400. 8 times 700 is 5,600, which is just too big. 8 times 600 is 4,800. So that we can do. So that's it. Area model, you're trying to see, like, you're just like essentially just doing the division by place value, starting with starting with like the highest place value, then moving on. So this leaves us with 280. From here, well, 8 times 50 would be 400. 8 times 40 is 320. 8 times 30 is 240. We're left with 40. 8 times 5 is 40. Bam. And then partial quotients is this one. It's like the long division house. It like dips down. Okay, so that would be our 4,800 because that's 8 times 600. Left with our 280. And we can do 240 because that's 8 times 30. And then we can do 40 because that's 8 times 5. Add them up. 635. I actually didn't finish this one. Add them up. Oops. Add them up is 635. You got to remember to actually give an answer. Okay, standard algorithm. 8 can't go into 5. 8 can go into 50 6 times. That's 48. 28. 8 can go into that 3 times. 24. And then 5 is even. 8. And then that's your answer is 635. And then explicit trading is the one that looks like this. 8 here. 85. 0. 8. 0. 8 can't go into 5. We move it over. 8 can go into 50 6 times. It's 48. 2. Move it up. 28. It's 3. It's 24. 4. Move it up. 40. That's 5. Answer is 635. And here is all the stuff for. Hold on. I'm trying to like pinch the screen so much that it like gets the problem in as well. There we never mind. But the problem was 5,080 divided by 8. And these are all the processes for it. And then these are all the processes for 3,690. And yeah, I feel like I went very fast. Because the original cut of this video, or at least the original like few cuts actually, because I kept getting interrupted because I usually just do these in one take. The multiplication processes themselves took like 20 minutes, which meant division was also going to take like 20 minutes. So that video was going to be like 40 minutes long. So this is like half that length, but all the same content. Go me, I guess. But definitely like reach out or like comment or anything if you have any questions. I could try my best to explain it. Because I went through it very fast. But this is just a refresher of the different processes for multiplication and division. So again, here's division. And the second problem. And then here is multiplication. Both problems. There we go. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and happy studying.